Money with wings. A woman that has been planning to kill your spirit will go tonight. And don't scroll, because the moment these words hit your screen, your spirit reacted, didn't it? Something inside you paused, something inside you leaned in, something inside you whispered, listen to this message is for you. And I need you to breathe for a moment, because what you're about to hear isn't fear-based, it isn't about physical danger. It's about the emotional and spiritual weight you've been carrying from a feminine energy, a woman-shaped wound, a draining presence that has been trying to kill your confidence, your peace, your self-worth, your glow, and your destiny. This is about the energy that has been attacking you, not a person with a weapon, but a spirit with intention. Tonight, that energy loses access to you. Because listen, your heart has been tired. You've been questioning why you feel heavy in rooms that should feel safe, why certain memories hit you out of nowhere, why your intuition tightens when you think of specific people, why your dreams have felt like warnings or escape routes. You are not imagining any of it. The universe has been trying to get your attention. Your angels have been standing guard over your home, your mind, your spirit, whispering through signs, through chills, through those intense moments where you suddenly feel too aware of your surroundings. You've been seeing angel numbers, 111 when you think of starting over, 444 when your spirit feels shaken, 555 when change is near, because the universe has been aligning your path with divine timing. You've been sensing something shifting around you, even when you couldn't explain it. And that feminine energy, that emotional attacker, that jealous presence, that draining voice in your past or present, she has been trying to pull you down spiritually, quietly, silently, in ways you didn't fully see. But listen to this, she loses her grip tonight. Your angels are cutting off access. The spiritual interference, the envy, the emotional sabotage, the invisible pressure on your chest, it breaks tonight. Don't scroll yet, because here's the part that hits your soul. You have outgrown the version of you she could manipulate. You have outgrown the insecurities she fed on. You have outgrown the emotional state that made you easy to drain. And that's exactly why her energy has been fighting so hard, because your spirit is waking up, rising, stepping into a higher frequency. You are becoming untouchable. You felt it, haven't you? The sudden emotional purges. The urge to clean. The desire to isolate. The random waves of sadness followed by waves of strength. The craving for silence. These aren't breakdowns, they're breakthroughs. Your soul is reorganizing itself. Your home is cleansing itself. Your intuition is sharpening. You've even felt someone trying to reach you emotionally, a softer presence, a soulmate energy trying to enter your life, but being blocked by the noise of old wounds and old energies. Someone who is meant for you has been dreaming of you, sensing you, searching for you on a spiritual level. But your emotional field needed to be cleared first. That's why this release is happening tonight. That's why your angels are intervening now. Once this negative feminine energy leaves your life, the connection with your future soulmate becomes clearer, brighter, stronger. You will start to feel lighter. You will start to notice new signs, 222 when alignment begins, 717 when destiny approaches, 1111 when the door opens. And listen, your spirit already feels the shift. You've been feeling someone new coming, someone gentle, someone aligned, someone who sees you without you needing to explain yourself. But before they could enter, the universe had to remove what was draining you. And that removal happens tonight. You are not losing, you are being liberated. You are not being punished, you are being protected. The reason your intuition has been loud is because your angels have been in battle for you. The reason you've been emotional is because your soul is releasing what no longer belongs to your future. The reason you're hearing this exact message right now is because tonight is the turning point. Don't scroll, let this sink into your spirit, the woman-shaped energy that has been trying to kill your confidence, your joy, your progress, your purpose. She goes tonight. The door closes. The cycle ends. The chains break. Your angels have spoken. Your destiny clears. And from tonight forward, you rise. Don't scroll, because the moment you opened this, your spirit felt something rise inside you, didn't it? Listen to this, because this message is for you, and what your heart needs right now is clarity, protection, and truth. Last night, something shifted in the unseen. Something broke. Something released. And today, right now, the spiritual atmosphere around you is different, lighter, warmer, clearer. Because the feminine energy that was draining you, the jealousy that was attacking your peace, the emotional weight that felt like a woman-shaped shadow in your life, it has started to fall apart. But what you need to understand is that when one energy leaves, your entire spiritual field rearranges itself. That's why today felt strange. That's why you woke up feeling tired even though you slept. That's why your chest felt heavy in the morning and then suddenly lighter by the afternoon. Your angels have been working overtime, clearing out the residue of a presence that was never meant to have access to your spirit in the first place. And here's the part you didn't see coming: the moment her influence began fading, your energy began expanding, and that expansion is calling in something new, something powerful, something aligned with your destiny. You've felt it. That subtle pull in your chest, that quiet whisper telling you something big is coming, that sense of expectation that you can't explain. This is the universe preparing you for a shift in your timeline. You're entering a season where the spiritual attacks that once drained you no longer touch you, because your angels have elevated your vibration higher than the interference. And now, because that draining feminine presence is losing access, the things that were once blocked from you, love, clarity, alignment, blessings, are starting to move in your direction again. You may have noticed unusual signs, random chills when nothing is happening, songs that speak directly to your heart, thoughts about someone you've never met but somehow feel connected to, repeated angel numbers like 222, 333, 555 appearing everywhere. These aren't coincidences. These are confirmations. The universe is preparing you for someone whose spirit is meant to meet yours. Someone with a soul tied to your next chapter. Someone whose energy has already started brushing against yours in subtle ways. They've been dreaming of you, feeling you, wondering why love hasn't shown up yet, just like you. And now that the interference is fading, your connection to this soulmate energy is becoming clearer. You've been feeling waves of emotion that aren't yours. You've been feeling longing that comes out of nowhere. You've been imagining a future with someone you haven't met yet, and that's because their energy is aligning with yours, drawing closer with each passing day. Your angels needed you free of spiritual blockage before this love could appear. And now, you're being prepared. That's why you've been craving change. That's why you've been thinking about fixing your space, cleaning your room, changing your look, starting new habits. Your intuition knows someone is nearing your life, and your spirit wants to be ready when they arrive. And listen closely, there's a reason the presence in your home feels gentler now. Your spirit isn't fighting anymore. Your intuition isn't panicking. The tension has lifted. That's because the universe is shifting from protecting you to positioning you. You're being aligned with opportunities, people, connections, and moments that match the higher version of you that's being formed. Don't scroll yet, because this part is important. The energy that tried to kill your light, your confidence, your self-worth, it was never stronger than you. You were never in danger. You were in transformation. Every tear you cried, every moment of heaviness, every second you doubted yourself, those were the moments your angels were fighting battles you couldn't see. And now, you're stepping into a period of clarity that will reveal why everything happened the way it did. You're about to look back and say, that was the moment everything started changing. The feminine energy that was blocking you is leaving, and because of that, your blessings are arriving. Your heart is opening. Your spirit is rising. Your soulmate is approaching. And your destiny is unfolding in real time. Don't scroll. Receive this. You are stepping into the chapter you've been praying for. Don't scroll. Because the moment you opened this, your soul recognized something familiar in these words, something you've been feeling in your chest but couldn't explain. Listen to this message is for you, and your heart needs it more than you realize. Ever since that draining feminine energy, that jealous presence, that spiritual interference began to break off from your life, your entire atmosphere has been shifting. You've noticed it, even in the smallest moments. The way your room feels calmer, the way your thoughts feel clearer, the way your intuition has been buzzing like a quiet alarm inside your ribcage. You're not imagining it. That presence that once tried to kill your confidence, your purpose, your peace has been losing its grip, and what you're feeling right now is the aftershock of spiritual liberation. Last night, the universe pulled something off your spirit. Today, your angels are guiding you into the next stage, realignment. And realignment doesn't just happen in your mind, it happens in your emotions, your relationships, your energy field, your home, your dreams. That's why you've been feeling emotional waves out of nowhere. That's why certain people have become strangely distant while others suddenly feel drawn to you. That's why your sleep has been different, deeper, heavier, filled with symbolic dreams you can't fully remember but wake up changed from. Your spirit is being rewired, upgraded, elevated. The old you, the version of you that tolerated emotional sabotage, manipulation, jealousy, guilt, inconsistency, is dissolving. And this is what the feminine energy that once tried to break you feared the most, you're awakening. Because once you awaken, you become untouchable. Once you awaken, no weapon formed in the dark can reach you. Once you awaken, your angels fight battles so fiercely on your behalf that anything not aligned with your destiny collapses overnight. You've been seeing angel numbers with increasing intensity, 111 when your thoughts are shifting, 222 when alignment tightens, 333 when spiritual protection strengthens, 555 when breakthrough approaches. These aren't just signs, they're instructions. Their messages saying, keep going. The separation was necessary. Your spirit is being positioned. And here's the part you may not have connected yet. The moment that negative feminine energy began to detach, your soulmate's energy began to rise in your field. You felt it, that strange pull toward love, that sudden longing, that emotional softness returning to you. You've been thinking about someone you haven't met yet, imagining conversations, feeling a presence you can't name. This is because your soulmate has been sensing the shift too. Their soul has been waiting for you to be free, clean, clear, aligned. They've been praying for someone like you. They've been asking the universe for clarity, for connection, for the moment destiny steps in. The interference that once blocked your connection is fading, and now your soulmate spirit is reaching for you. You might feel random warmth in your chest, a soft pressure on your shoulder, chills that come and go without warning. These are signals. These are the spiritual threads pulling you two together. You are entering a phase where people from your past, exes, fake friends, manipulators, energy drainers, will start feeling disconnected from you, because they cannot follow you into this new chapter. Your spirit is rising above their frequency. Their access to your heart is being revoked. And the presence you felt in your home? It's not fear. It's the energy of transition. Your angels have been walking through your rooms, cleansing old vibrations, removing spiritual residue, creating space for blessings that were blocked. This is why you've been having urges to clean, rearrange your space, change your environment, or even redecorate. Your intuition is intuitive, it's preparing your life for the arrival of something beautiful. Don't scroll yet, because this part is important. You have stepped into a timeline where everything taken from you will be restored. The peace you lost is coming back stronger. The love you never received is coming in the form of someone who was made for you. The confidence that was crushed is returning with power. The woman-shaped wound in your spirit is healing. And the universe is whispering to you right now, you survived what was meant to break you. You are rising into who you were always meant to be. Your soulmate is closer. Your path is clearer. Your energy is lighter. And your destiny is unfolding. So don't scroll. Receive this. You're entering the chapter your enemies hoped you'd never reach. And your spirit knows it, that's why it feels like something big is coming. Because it is. Don't scroll, because the moment you opened this, the spiritual atmosphere around you shifted again, and your soul felt it instantly. Listen to this message is for you, and your heart needs it right now because you're stepping into one of the most significant transitions of your entire life. Ever since that draining, jealous, feminine energy started losing access to your spirit, you've been feeling a strange combination of peace and pressure, clarity and confusion, release and intensity. And that's because your angels are not just removing something from your life, they're preparing to deliver something to you. Today, you may have felt chills for no reason, sudden waves of emotion, moments where the room felt too quiet or too loud, moments where your intuition whispered, pay attention. You may have felt old memories surface, old wounds reopen for a second, or a sudden urge to let go of things you thought you needed. That's not regression, that's cleansing. The universe is flushing out the final traces of the energy that once tried to break you. Every breath you took today was a step away from spiritual interference and a step closer to divine alignment. And here's what you haven't fully realized yet. When a negative feminine presence exits your life, it creates a spiritual vacuum, and that vacuum gets filled with blessings, clarity, love, and divine favor. That's why your emotions have been heightened. That's why your senses feel sharper. That's why you've been thinking more deeply about your future. Your angels have been whispering through dreams, through numbers, through sudden thoughts that feel too precise to be random. You've been seeing repeated signs, 717 for divine alignment, 222 for partnership approaching, 111 for new beginnings, 444 for protection, because your next chapter has already started forming around you. The universe isn't just preparing you, it's protecting you during the transition. And now that the negative energy has weakened, your heart is becoming more open, more receptive, more spiritually awake, and that's why you've been sensing someone. Not someone from your past. Not someone who hurt you. But someone whose soul is tied to your destiny. Someone who has been feeling you even from a distance. Someone who has been silently searching for a love that looks like yours. You may have felt it over the last few nights. That strange warmth in your chest, that emotional longing that doesn't belong to you, that feeling of someone thinking about you. This is your soulmate's energy reaching for you now that the interference has lifted. Their spirit has been circling yours, yearning for connection, feeling the shift without understanding the details. They've had dreams they can't explain. They've been feeling restless. They've been feeling pulled toward something, or someone, they haven't met yet. Their angels have been guiding them toward you just as your angels have been guiding you toward them. And the presence in your house? It's been changing because your spiritual environment is preparing to welcome this new energy, this destined connection, this alignment that's been trying to reach you for months, maybe years. Your home is becoming a sanctuary again, a place of peace instead of heaviness. The silence feels cleaner. The air feels lighter. Your thoughts feel clearer. You're not overthinking, your spirit is recognizing the shift. And as this new energy approaches your life, you will notice even more signs, sudden bursts of excitement for no reason, dreams with symbolic messages, a deep craving for love that feels safe and real, moments where you envision a future that doesn't feel far away anymore. Your angels are saying, you are ready now. Ready for healing. Ready for alignment. Ready for love that lifts instead of drains. Ready for relationships that expand instead of shrink your spirit. But listen, don't scroll yet. Because you need to hear this part clearly. What tried to kill your peace, your confidence, your purpose, your joy, it only exposed how powerful your spirit truly is. It only pushed you closer to your angels. It only activated your awakening. And now, you are stepping into a version of yourself that nothing and no one can dim again. You are not just being saved, you are being positioned. You are not just being protected, you are being elevated. The woman-shaped energy that once tried to drain you is gone. And what's coming next is everything your soul has been waiting for: clarity, breakthrough, purpose, alignment, healing, and a love that will feel like destiny finally arriving. So don't scroll, breathe this in. You are rising into a chapter that was written for you long before the attacks ever began. And the universe is saying, you're ready now, watch what happens next. Don't scroll, because the moment you opened this, something in your soul said, this is it. This is the message I needed. Listen closely, this message is for you, and your heart needs every bit of what's coming next. Ever since that jealous, heavy, feminine energy loosened its grip on your life, the universe has begun reshaping your entire spiritual path, and you've been feeling the transformation happening inside you. Today probably felt strange. Like time moved differently, like the atmosphere around you was shifting, like someone was walking beside you even when you were alone. That wasn't your imagination. That was alignment. Your angels have been recalibrating your destiny, clearing out the emotional residue left behind by the energy that once tried to crush your confidence, your self-worth, your clarity. You may have noticed moments where you suddenly felt lighter, as if something invisible was lifted off your chest. You may have caught yourself smiling for no reason, breathing easier than usual, or experiencing sudden waves of peace washing over you. These are not random moments, these are confirmations that your breakthrough is already in motion. And here's the truth you haven't fully processed yet: once a negative presence leaves your life, the universe immediately starts filling the empty space with blessings that were delayed. That's why this week has felt emotional, intense, and unpredictable. Your spirit is adjusting to a new frequency, a higher vibration, a stronger version of yourself that cannot be touched by envy, manipulation, or spiritual interference. The woman-shaped energy that once drained you emotionally may be gone, but the lesson remains: you are stepping into a chapter where you finally understand your worth. You are not small, you are not breakable, you are not dim. You are chosen. And now that the old energy has been removed, something beautiful is rushing toward you: alignment, opportunity, clarity, and yes, a soulmate connection that has been waiting for spiritual access to your life. You've been feeling them more intensely, that invisible pull in your heart, the sudden warmth in your chest, the unexplainable sense that someone is thinking about you. This connection has been circling around your spirit, trying to reach you, but it couldn't break through the fog of old energy that had been clinging to your heart. Now it can. The interference is gone, and suddenly you're noticing signs at every turn, repeating angel numbers like 1111, 1212, 717, and 333. Subtle flashes of intuition. Dreams that feel like messages. A growing desire for emotional security, softness, partnership, and something real. It's because your soulmate's energy is approaching your life with more clarity than ever before. Their spirit has sensed the shift in yours. They've been dreaming about a future that feels close. They've been walking around with unanswered feelings, with a longing they can't explain. Their angels have been guiding them toward the next chapter, the chapter that includes you. And the presence in your home? It's no longer the weight you used to feel. Now it's guidance, protection, preparation. Your angels have been cleansing your space, making room for a new vibration, one filled with peace, safety, comfort, and love. You may have found yourself wanting to clean, rearrange furniture, light candles, open windows. That's your intuition creating space for what's coming. Your home is shifting from a battlefield to a sanctuary. From a place of heaviness to a place of healing. You're beginning to feel like you can breathe again, like your chest is expanding instead of collapsing, like your thoughts are clearing instead of spiraling. These are signs that you're being positioned for the blessing you didn't think you'd ever receive. But don't scroll yet, because this part is important. You are not who you were even a week ago. You are stronger. You are more awake. You are spiritually sharper. The attacks you survived revealed the warrior in you. The part of your spirit that refuses to be broken. And now, because of everything you've endured, you are entering a phase where the universe begins rewarding you. Where the love you give finally returns to you. Where the peace you prayed for settles into your life. Where the right people walk in and the wrong people are spiritually blocked from approaching you. The feminine energy that once tried to destroy your spirit is gone. And the emptiness she left behind is being filled with purpose, clarity, strength, and divine alignment. Something big is coming toward you. Something your soul has been preparing for. Something your angels are guiding into your life. A blessing that will make you understand why the battle had to happen first. So don't scroll. Receive this. You are stepping into a chapter that will feel like breathing for the first time. And everything that was taken from you is returning, multiplied. Don't scroll, because the moment you opened this, your spirit felt something shift again, deeper, stronger, louder, almost like the universe whispered your name. Listen to this carefully, because this message is for you, and your heart needs it right now more than you realize. Ever since that draining feminine energy, the jealousy, the spiritual interference, the emotional sabotage was pushed out of your life, the spiritual atmosphere around you has been rearranging itself in ways you can feel but can't fully explain. Today, your intuition has been louder. Your emotions have been sharper. Your dreams have felt heavier and more symbolic. You've had moments where you felt like someone was walking beside you even though you were alone, moments where the air around you felt charged, moments where your heart sped up out of nowhere. That isn't anxiety. That isn't imagination. That is spiritual recalibration. Your angels have been working behind the scenes, cleaning up the damage the old energy tried to cause, sweeping away the residue of envy, insecurity, and emotional weight that clung to your spirit for far too long. And now, as the spiritual battle quiets, the alignment is becoming clearer. You are being positioned for something major, a shift that will affect your relationships, your self-worth, your destiny, your purpose, and the way you see yourself. You've been seeing angel numbers with a different intensity, 1010 for a new cycle beginning, 1111 for divine alignment, 444 for protection, 555 for transformation, 222 for partnership on the horizon. You have felt the universe calling you forward, and that calling has been getting louder with every passing hour. But here's what you need to understand: when a negative presence is removed, the space it once occupied becomes fertile ground for blessings that were waiting for spiritual clearance. And that's exactly what's happening around you right now. Your blessings are rushing toward you faster than you can comprehend. Opportunities are aligning. People who genuinely care are being drawn into your life. Doors you thought were closed forever are cracking open. And at the center of all this shift, there is a soulmate energy that has been trying to reach you. You have been feeling them intensely. That sudden longing in your chest, the emotional pressure that comes out of nowhere, the dreams about someone you don't fully recognize, the feeling that someone is thinking about you at the exact moment you think about love. This isn't coincidence. This is connection. Your soulmate spirit has been calling your name. They've been going through their own spiritual awakening, their own emotional battles, their own path of releasing toxic energies, just like you. They have been elevating. They have been healing. They have been asking the universe for a sign, for guidance, for clarity, for the person who will feel like home. And now that the interference surrounding you has cleared, your two paths are moving closer with a speed that will surprise you. You may feel like love is coming. You may feel like someone is approaching your life. You may feel an invisible pull toward the future. That's not your imagination. That's alignment pulling you into the moment destiny chooses to reveal itself. But while love is approaching, the presence in your home has been shifting too. What once felt heavy now feels watchful but comforting. What once felt draining now feels safe. What once made you uneasy now feels protective. That is because your angels have taken full authority over your space. They've been cleansing every corner, removing spiritual residue, replacing heaviness with clarity. That's why you've been feeling the urge to clean or rearrange. Your home is preparing for a new vibration. That's why silence feels different, calmer, sacred, intentional. That's why your thoughts feel clearer, as if someone turned down the volume on everything that used to overwhelm you. But don't scroll yet, because this part matters. You are not in a waiting period, you are in a receiving period. The universe isn't testing you, it's preparing you. Your angels aren't warning you. They're positioning you. And the reason everything feels intense right now is because you are getting closer to a major breakthrough. A shift that will change your relationships. A healing that will close old wounds. A blessing that will restore what life tried to take from you. And a soulmate connection that will arrive exactly when your spirit is ready, not when your wounds still speak. You are becoming someone new. Someone stronger. Someone clearer. Someone untouchable. The feminine energy that once drained you is gone, and now your spirit is expanding into the space she left behind. You are rising, and nothing can stop what's coming next. So don't scroll. Receive this. You are stepping into the part of your story where everything begins to make sense. And your soul already knows it.